second graders, Miss Diorio here from Citizenship Academy, and I'm very excited because today we're in Module 8, Lesson 13, and we're going to start with time. So today you're going to need some paper to do some math problems, and show your work. You're also going to need some paper to make a clock. So you're going to end up cutting this clock into a circle. So if you want right now, I would go get a piece of paper and cut it into a circle before we even begin so you're ready to go. Doesn't matter the size, you just kind of want it to be big enough so that you can write on it and use it as a clock. So go pause, get something to write with your math problems, and get a paper circle so that we can make our clock, and come back when you're ready. Ready? All right. We're going to start off with some subtraction. You are more than welcome to solve this subtraction vertical method or solve this subtraction with a place value chart. Doesn't matter to me. We've been doing addition. I want us to practice the subtraction as well. So let's try this first problem. I want you to pause and solve it on your own, and then we'll go over it together. Got it? Okay. Remember, when we're doing this, we have to make sure that our number on top is big enough that we can subtract it from. If you set it up in place value chart, you'll already see this. So I'm going to do vertical just so you can see. I have 2. Can I take 8 away from 2? I can't, right? So where am I going to get those extra ones from? From our tens place. I'm going to unbundle a 10, and I'm going to add it into our ones place. So I'm going to add 10 ones to that 2, so I'll end up with 12 ones. Now I can do 12 minus 8. Now I have enough. 12 minus 8 is going to give me 4 ones. Now because I unbundled a 10 over here, I have to now subtract. It's not 3 anymore. I only have 2 10s. So 2 10s minus 1 10 is going to give me 1 10. And then 100 minus 100 gives me 0. So our total is 14. How'd you do? Good. Let's try another one. 183 minus 29. Again, set it up vertical method, set it up place value chart. Does not matter to me, but I want you to pause and try and solve it on your own. Okay. So, we're starting in our ones place as always. We cannot take 9 ones from 3 ones. So where are we going to get those ones from? Very good. We have to unbundle a 10. When we do that, we end up with 7 10s. We add that 10 to our 3, and we end up with 13 ones. 13 minus 9 is going to give us 4. Then we can subtract our 10s. 7 10s minus 2 10s gives us 5. 100 minus 100 gives us 0. And we end up with 54. Awesome, let's do 2 more. A little bit bigger number, still the same strategy. Use a place value chart. Vertical method doesn't matter to me. 563 minus 471. Pause and solve. Alright, here we go. Starting in our ones place as always. 3 ones minus 1 1. We could take 1 1 away from 3 ones, and we end up with 2 ones. No need to unbundle there. Now we're going to come over to our tens place. We cannot take 7 away from 6, so we're going to have to unbundle 100. So I'm going to take 100 out. When I do that, that exchanges for 10 10s, so I'm going to add that 10 10s into our tens place. We end up with 16 10s minus 7 10s gives us 9 10s, and then 400s minus 100 gives us, messed that up, gives us 200s. I wrote the problem down wrong, so we should end up with 292. Awesome. Let's try one more. 646 minus 295. Let's do it. Start with our ones place. We can take 5 away from 6, and that's going to end up with 1. We cannot take 9 away from 4, so where are we going to get those extra 10s from? Our hundreds place. Good. We're going to exchange 100 for 10 10s. Add those 10 10s to our 4 10s. We end up with 14 10s. 14 10s minus 9 10s is 5 10s. 500 minus 200s is 300s. End up at 351. Awesome. All right, let's get into some clockwork. Woo woo. Okay, just as a review, this is what your clock looks like. The minute hand is going to be your long hand. So in this case, it's the black hand. Your minute hand is your long hand. Your hour hand is the short hand. The short hand tells the hour, hour, hour. The long hand tells the minute, minute, minute. Hour, 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 minute, minute, minute. Okay. Where is the short hand in this problem? Ooh, I gotta fix mine. It's at the 12. Same thing on my little clock. Where is the hour hand? Also at the 12. What time is it? When both the minute hand and the hour hand are on the 12, what time is it? Very good. It is 12 o'clock. When our minute hand is pointing up to the 12, we say it is 12. We say it is o'clock. Awesome. So now, my minute hand is going to move all the way around my clock and come back up to the 12. 60 minutes or 1 hour has passed. What time is it now? Look at your hour hand, short hand, hour hand, long hand, minute hand. What time is it? 1 o'clock. Excellent work. Okay. When a half hour has passed, the minute hand has traveled halfway around the circle. So it started up here, and it's gone halfway around. Made it down to the 6. See that? At what number is the minute hand? It's on the 6. Very good. But do we say it's 1/6? No, right? We say that is 1:30. The hour hand, if you look carefully, is in between the 1 and the 2. It's not exactly on the 1. Whenever the clock gets halfway around, the hour hand moves in between the numbers. When you're reading the clock, the lower number is always going to be the hour. So this time is 1:30. Half an hour has passed, right? Because we started at 1 o'clock. Half an hour has passed. We end up at 1:30. Awesome work. All right. Now, another half hour is going to pass. What time is it now? 2 o'clock. Very good. Minute hand on the 12. Small hand on the 2. 2 o'clock. Nice work. All right. So, now is going to be time to make our clock. So you should have your circle cut out. If you don't already have a circle cut out, pause and cut a circle out and come back when you're ready. What you're going to do first is fold your circle in half. Now, because we're doing this at home, it doesn't have to be perfect. Just do the best you can to fold your circle in half. Now, unfold your circle, and how many equal parts do you have? 2. Awesome job. What fraction is each equal part? We have 2 parts. We have 2 halves. Very good. So each part is 1 half. Awesome job. Next thing, you're going to write 12 at the top of your circle. Very top. There it is. The bottom of the clock is going to be your 6. The 12 and 6 are opposite each other. Now, you're going to fold the clock in half again. So it looks like this. Okay. So I did that. So I have one fold this way, and then I folded it again. What fraction is each part now? You should have this many parts. What fraction is each part now? If there's 4 parts, one part is 1/4. 1/4, 1/4, 1/4, 1/4. Very good. How did we get our half? So here is our half. We had a half. How did we get it into fourths? Your next is going to be to fill in the 3 and the 9. That's going to separate our clock into our fourths. All of those numbers are on the lines. So 12, 3, 6, 9. Awesome. Ooh. Okay. On your clock, this is where we're going to have to get a little bit creative at home. I'm going to use my marker and a pencil. Okay, so I have a pencil to show my minute hand because the minute hand is the long hand, minute, minute, minute long. And my hour hand is my marker here because it's shorter than my minute hand. So to show 12 o'clock on my clock at home, I'm going to make sure my minute hand and my hour hand are pointing up to the 12. You can use whatever you have at home. You just want your minute hand to be longer, your hour hand to be shorter. All right? I'm going to do this on my clock, but you do it on yours. When the minute hand moves from the 12 to the 3, let me bring this back to 12 o'clock. What fraction of an hour has passed? Very good, a quarter hour. You can see that on your clock with the fold. A quarter hour has passed. When the minute hand points to the 3, we say that it's quarter past the hour. Let's rotate into the next quarter. That's the 6. What fraction is passed when the minute hand is on the 6th? We already did this one. 2 quarters past the hour, or 1/2 hour. Now I want you to rotate to the next quarter. What does it land on? The 9, very good. What fraction of the hour has passed when the minute hand is on the 9? 3 quarters. How many quarters are left to the next hour? Just 1, very good. So when the minute hand is on the 9, we call this quarter to the hour, and we call this next hour 1 o'clock. Nice job. So you're going to fill in the missing numbers on your clock. You can pause and do that now. Make sure you have all of the numbers on there. What I want to talk about now is how many minutes there are between one number and the next. There are 5 minutes between each number. So from 12 o'clock to when it hits the 1, 5 minutes. 5 minutes. 5 minutes. 5 minutes, okay? So we can skip count by 5s. We can go 5, 10, 15 minutes in a quarter hour, 20, 25, 30 minutes in a half hour, 35, 40, 45 minutes in 3/4 of an hour, 50, 55, 60 minutes in a full hour. See how we did that? 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60. Awesome job. When we've gone through all 4 quarters, that's 1 whole or 1 whole hour. 60 minutes. Awesome. All right. What you're going to practice in your problem set today is counting the number of minutes. You're going to count by 5s. That starts at the 1. So 5, 10, 15. So it's 6:15. All right? You're going to keep going like that. Use your clock at home. Use whatever materials you're using for your hour and your minute. Have a fun telling time.